Hi guys, this is another bonus video from my side. This is again something that I've had so much fun with. I still do it both professionally and casually. When somebody just gives a random deck of cards to me, this is something I have so much fun with, right? So deck of cards is handed, you will handle later, but handed to you. So advanced version, I'm showing the advanced version, but it's not advanced actually. They can shuffle it, they can absolutely shuffle it. So you are going to force a card. You're going to force a card, but it looks so natural. Let's say you can do two variations. One, you can have a duplicate card from a different deck, which is possibly a different color. This is a red color deck, possibly a blue deck, a different card. You can choose the card you want. You can choose any card you want. For example, let's say you choose, let's say Ace of Diamonds, for example. We can choose any card you want. Ace of Diamonds, right? Ace of Diamonds is what you chose. So let's say that card from a different color is somewhere here and somewhere in your wallet. You take it out, face down, you leave it right here saying, I'll come back to this later. You can use sentences like, I'll come back to this later. This is going to be interesting, or I leave this as a prediction. I'm not very comfortable calling these things as prediction. I'm very comfortable building a lot of drama before things happen. So I would say, this is very interesting, I'll come back to this later. That is all my sentences. You could say prediction, you can play your character. So then they shuffle the deck. Right? So this is Ace of Diamonds. We will force Ace of Diamonds in a beautiful manner. Right? So they have shuffled, it comes back to you. So all you have to do is you have to control the Ace of Diamonds to the top card, to the top position of the deck. Right? So there are advanced card handlings. You can do this and see Ace of Diamonds right here. Ace of Diamonds happen to be here. Let's say Ace of Diamonds were here, for example, just to make it a little bit more complicated. Or let's shuffle once more so we don't know where Ace of Diamonds would be at. Right? So there are advanced handlings of deck of cards where you can do this and control the Ace of Diamonds to this position. People call it, technical term is culling. If you go into culling, that is another 1 hour of your learning experience. I don't want to do it. I want to keep things very, very simple for you. In fact, even I'm not a master at culling. I just do this, right? So every time I am lazy, every time I don't want to move, I don't want to learn a very technical, complicated move, I use my character. I use my storytelling nature. I use my recap. I use my character, basically. So I need to move Ace of Diamonds to this position, the top position, right? So I take, oh my God, it happens to be here. Let's say it was here. I take back, I say, there is million different ways one can shuffle a deck of cards. There is so I start my sentence while I'm showing the deck openly to the spectator. Let's say Archie participated. I say, Archie, there is million different ways you could have shuffled this, right? While I'm talking, I'm looking for Ace of Diamonds. And since it's open, since they don't know, they have no clue what is happening, they will have no clue. I'm looking for Ace of Diamonds. I spotted the Ace of Diamonds. When I spot the Ace of Diamonds, all I do is, let's say, timing wise, Archie, there's a million different ways you could have shuffled the deck, right? You could have shuffled it in a different format, right? Once I reach my target card, once it's here, I cut the rest to the top. So automatically my Ace of Diamonds goes to the top, right? Let's say Ace of Diamonds were here. My timing would be, Actually, there's a million different ways one could have shuffled this deck of cards, right? And you chose to shuffle like this. Had I given this to someone else, they would have probably, did you see the timing? I did the move, then I'm still talking. Had I given this to someone else, they would have probably done something else. Since again, I might choose to shuffle it right now, just to keep the Ace of Diamonds still on the top. But again, that is an advanced shuffle. If I go into how to shuffle your deck of cards, that is another different masterclass. I would suggest to start with, keep it, once you cut the Ace of Diamonds to the top, I would suggest don't shuffle it once more, so you might disturb this top card. If you get advanced, if you watch multiple other videos, how to do this is called riffle shuffle. This is called the riffle shuffle. If you watch, there's zillion YouTube videos how to do a riffle shuffle. So if you can control the top card, which is ace of diamonds, after you cut them, you're done. You're set, right? Now what I would do is I give the deck to them, Archie. I would say, Archie, start dealing them. Right? He starts dealing them. Once my ace of diamonds is dealt, once my target card is dealt, then I start my sentence. I say, in the next 10 seconds, stop at any point you want. Right? In the next 10 seconds, let's say he stops here. Then I say, great, you decide to stop exactly at this point, right? Take that. He takes that. Then I say, deal them into 2 piles. Now think of this, ace of diamonds is the last card, because that was the first card dealt. So when I say this, deal them into 2 piles, they will do this. You are just looking, where is the last card going? Last card went to this pile, right? So my scripting here is, quick recap. You shuffle the deck, then you stopped at one point. We picked up that deck, and then you dealt them into 2 piles. There is one common, this is my exact scripting. There is one common characteristic between these 2 decks, the top card. I do it with full conviction. I say the top with full conviction. The sentence is, there is a common characteristic between these 2, right? The top card, right? Then I remove the rest and place it back. I know this is ace of diamonds. I know this is ace of diamonds, right? Now it boils down to magician's choice, our old strong weapon. Now I could say, if they were with you, 2 things I can do. One, between these 2, you can shuffle them because you are falling ace of diamonds. If I did these 2, I'm going to drop one of these cards on the count of 3, either this one or that one. You tell me which one should I drop. Remember our magician's choice? So they say drop this. I'll be like, sure, beautiful. For some strange reason, you didn't ask me to drop this, right? Let's have a look what this is. Ace of diamonds forced. Or on the count of 3, I'm going to drop one of these 2, either this or that. You tell me which one should I drop. Let's say they say drop this one. I would drop this and I would say, are you sure? They will be like, yeah, I'm sure. If you are sure, I'm sure. I'm curious. Now I'll become curious. Now I'll say, I'm curious which card you asked me to drop. Magician's choice, equivoke. Then I'll turn ace of diamonds, ace of diamonds. Right? One more kind of magician's choice you can do. So one is down to 2. You know which card is ace of diamonds because you have been following the top card. There's another version that you can do in terms of magician's choice when it's down to 2. So that is, instead of dropping is a great principle that will come in handy with multiple routines that you've been learning. If you don't like dropping, when it comes to 2, you could say, hand one to me. If you are physically performing this, of course you can only physically perform this, performer would say, hand one to me. Let's say they handed this one, the non-force, force. Let's say they handed this one. I would say, are you sure? They will say, yes, sure. Then I would take this and put it back saying, for some strange reason, you kept this for yourself, right? For some strange reason, you kept this for yourself, right? If they handed the force, again I'll be like, are you sure? They say, yes, I'm sure. If you're sure, I'm sure. For some strange reason, when I asked you to hand one to me, you decided to hand this, right? You see, they cannot, it's clever. When they give you the force card, you say, for some strange reason, when I asked you to hand one to me, you decided to hand this, right? I'm curious what this card is. Ace of diamonds, ace of diamonds. Right? So this is a beautiful routine that I've been having so much fun with. You can force any card from any deck, from any shuffle deck, with no technical experience handling cards. So I hope you take all the notes. I hope you enjoy with this routine, kill all the audiences you have. If you have, as usual, if you have doubts, if you have different variations, put it on the community, put it on the comments so everybody else can learn, and I can give you or help you in, wherever you're stuck at. Otherwise, enjoy. Bye.